here I go again, trying my hand at bacon. Now, do you remember, maybe you still eat them, pecan sandies? I just loved those things growing up. And so when I found this recipe, I thought, let's give it a shot. So this is 1 cup of pecan halves. And I'm just going to use my trusty little food chopper here. And we're going to coarsely chop them. I give it about 3 whacks each. So once I get that done, I'm going to put them in a skillet and we are going to roast them. Now, here's the deal. When it comes to roasting nuts, you have to be very vigilant and very careful. So don't ever walk away from the stove when you're roasting your nuts. The rule of thumb is once you turn the burner on medium, once you begin to smell the aroma of hot nuts, then pull it off the burner. Because once they start to smell like they're roasting, they're done. Even 10 seconds later, they'll be burnt. It's really a touchy thing here. So I take a little spatula and I keep them moving the entire time that I'm roasting these chopped pecans. And like I said, once I start smelling them, like the roasting smell, it's all the oils are releasing from the nuts, that's when it'll burn. So it's done. Trust me on this. Don't walk away. Then when they're done, put them in a bowl. Don't leave them in the pan because the residual heat of the pan will burn them again. So here's my bowl. Here's my nuts. I'm going to set them to the side and just let them cool. Next, let's get on to the action here. So I have 2 sticks of butter, a half a cup of brown sugar, and a half a teaspoon of vanilla. Now here's where the fun begins for me because I messed up and I did not take the butter out to soften. So let the battles begin. Now, plan ahead, people. Don't be like me. Take your butter out so it's nice and soft. I even nuked these 2 sticks of butter for 15 seconds thinking that would help. No, it didn't. And you can see it's a fight. And I'm going to win. I'm going to win. All right? So I'm just going to beat the hell out of this butter and these butter and brown sugar and vanilla until it's fluffy. That's what it says. Beat until light and fluffy. Well, you can see what I got here is anything but light and fluffy. But you know what? I'm breaking it up. Everything's staying in the bowl, which I'm really happy about. So that I can't argue with. Luckily for me, the doorbell rang. Somebody came to visit, so I had time to go chat with them and come back, and my butter was now getting soft. So you can see it's starting now to blend and get nice and fluffy. So here we are, fluffy. I'm putting in a half of my toasted pecans, and then I'm going to mix it around some more just to incorporate it and ensure that fluffiness that they asked for. Now here's how I get all the stuff off of my beaters. I put it in the middle of the bowl, crank it up to high where it's not touching anything, and just let all that stuff fly right off. It works for me. If you have a better way, please let me know in the comments. And then I beat it like I'm playing the drums. Get everything off of there. Because, trust me when I say you want all the moisture in here you can handle. Pecan sandies are so good. So this is my flour. I just added some baking soda and some salt. And I'm going to stir that around to combine it so it's all mixed together before I add it to the blend. Now don't worry, the full recipe will be in the comments section below. I got you covered on that one. So here we go. At first I thought I'll mix half now, and then I was like, shoot, no. So I dump it all in there. And I can tell you right now it wouldn't have mattered if I'd have dumped half because this is something else. Now, you're going to think as you're mixing it just as I thought. There is no way this is going to mix together good. I mean, there's just not enough wet. It's going to be crumbly. It's going to look like this. Because what we're going to do is, after I try my best to mix it in the bowl, it's just not going to happen. So you're only going to mix it like halfway in the bowl before you turn it out onto the cutting board and finish it that way. Because trust me, don't try to use mixers. You'll have flour everywhere. So now the recipe says turn it out onto the cutting board. It's going to be all crumbly. I don't know about crumbly. Looks very floury and crumbly too, but I'm scraping every last little bit of my butter mixture on the sides that I can get out, because I'm thinking this is not going to work. Anyway, now the recipe says knead it until it forms a ball, and then a disc, and then press it down. Well, I'm telling you right now, what I was kneading here is some more accurate and honest recipe instructions. There's no kneading. It's not like a bread dough where you can flip it and stretch it and all that other stuff. I mean, look at it. It's barely holding together, and in fact, it's not even holding together at all just yet. So what the instructions should have said is mash, mash, mash until you get it all combined, because that's all you're going to do. You're just going to mash it. And you're thinking, like I am right now, there's no way this is going to work. No way. I spent more time picking up little crumbs that fell off the side of the cutting board than any actual kneading that took place here. However, just stay calm and keep on pressing and mashing it together, because it does end up coming together. I thought this was going to be another fail video right about now, but you know what? It worked. It actually worked. So I'm proud to announce that this is not a fail video. It's just a frustrated video at this stage in the baking process. Once you get it into the best ball you can get it into, then we're going to transfer it on over to a stone that I like to bake on. I like baking on stones, pizza stones, because nothing really ever burns on them. And with my reputation in the kitchen when it comes to baking, I need all the help I can get. So the stone is more of an ally. So I picked this up, and you can see it almost held together perfectly, but that's okay. I'm going to continue to smash it around just to make sure it's combined. And then I'm going to take a rolling pin, and I'm going to roll it out into a 10-inch circle. It says you may need to use your hands to mold it back in place. Well, I can tell you right now, guarantee you need to use your hands. So it kind of stuck to my thing, so I'm going to put a little flour on there. So I'm going to roll this out to what I think 10 inches looks like. And then after every roll, push everything back together. It really does work out in the end. It looks like hell right now, but I'm here to tell you, I was pretty happy with the end result. So to me, this looks like 10 inches. So I'm just going to tuck in all the sides, tap them in, because you're always going to have that little bit of flare at the bottom that sticks out. Well, that's just going to burn. And these are pecan sandies. So the thing is, once you bake them, they melt in your mouth just like a pecan sandy. It's considered a shortbread, but oh boy, howdy is it good. So I'm going to take the other half of my nuts, and I'm going to spread them out and then give them a little press down. Now here comes the fun part. Taking a long knife, you're going to score it into 8 pieces as best you can. And this will help it after it bakes for you to cut it and they won't fall apart on you. This is an important step. Now you're saying, this doesn't look like pecan sandies, it looks more like scones. To which I say, you're welcome. I mean, who eats one little round cookie anyway? One of these scone-shaped cookies are going to probably equate to 2 or 3 cookies. So you're welcome. Bam. We're going to stick this in the oven, and when it comes out, look at this. Golden brown, delicious. Now we're going to let it sit here and cool right on this stone here for about 15 minutes. And then we're going to cut it up and we're going to plate it up. Hey you guys, as you can see, once I do this, it stays in shape, and I was so thrilled. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you make it, let me know in comments. And also, please consider subscribing. Why not? What the heck? What do you gotta lose? So anyway, I'm gonna take these out, put them on a cooling rack, and let them cool completely. However, I will say this. Before today, I never had a warm pecan sandy. Oh my gosh, a warm pecan sandy with a glass of milk. Holy crap, your eyes will roll back in your head, your toes are going to curl. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. Please try this out.